YouTube? We are back pig gaming in the Bazaar doing a ranked run today. Still kind of stuck with pig, but I'm learning the character. And I think last night I had a game where I did about 7 wins, but I feel like I'm getting the combos together a bit better. This is a character where a lot of the late game stuff is really powerful, but getting there can take a second. So I'm going to go with an enchanted item here. This is great. Okay, game over. Nice game. I think what I need to do right now is I need to buy a property. So this has multicast. I will not get a property with these options. Okay.
First step toward good taste.
Sure.
Tell everyone you got it here.
No. And let's see. I think for right now I just need to take these to make sure that I just win on day 1. There might be a slight hitch in every couple of seconds here, or every little bit here, just because I'm just in the final little bit of an export. But I did learn something really cool today with video. So I learned that because I was looking into how to speed up my exports, and I learned that I had been using an older version of my software that only allowed me like an H.264 export speed for MP4s, and what that meant was that it was only using the CPU, and that more recently the software that I was using updated at the beginning of the year, and they now have a H.265 setting which allows me to export using my GPU as well. And what that does is it actually allows me to speed up my exports by a lot, and I can also do it higher quality. I was doing 1080p before, but actually it just finished. It took me 27 minutes to do a roughly 26 or 27 minute video in 4K. So honestly, that is fantastic. I've got no complaints about that at all. And on the subject, I'm going to buy these, going to sell this, going to put this here, okay, let me do this, and let me go here and see, okay.
Use it well, make me proud.
Boom, 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 sell that. Okay. And definitely upgrade this. The big thing that I'm looking for right now is a property, because if I get a property, then I'll be able to have multicast on the... I haven't said this, to a Shawali bird. And since it has the fiery enchant, that means that it would be multicasting with the burn and with the heal, and it's a pretty fast item, and I can make it go faster later on. So I think the main thing that I want to do right here is just scale my heal as much as I can on this item, because the more it has 10%, the burn is 10% of the heal. So the more heal that I get on this item, the more burn I'm going to get. Now, there are also some items where it will allow you to double or to multiply the value of the item next to it, but oftentimes those are only for properties. But there are a couple late game items that I'm thinking about that allow you that will take the value of that item and apply it across all your items. So my hope is that by the end of the game I can do that, so I can get a really big heal and a lot of burn on this, while potentially having multiple multicast from having multiple properties. So let's see, I will take more burn, that's great. And I think right now I don't need to spend gold on anything until I find a property, which is none of these. So I'll reroll, and it's none of these. Now, do I take something for this next fight? Put you out, put you over here. Sure, I will get this.
If that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
The one thing that I would like to see at Curio is the knee brace. Unfortunately, that did not show up, but
Trash
I
is
guess
trash.
I will.
Reuse everything.
Okay. And nothing else here is really that valuable to me. I think I'm pretty strong for day 2. I think I'll do pretty okay against the CPU builds. I think I am going to go against the mosquito because I want the cooldown reduction on the bird as much as possible, because if I can get that going like every 3.5 seconds with maybe eventually having some haste somewhere, I think it would do pretty well. Speaking of which, let me quit my video editing software. Perfect. And easy dubs right here. Just takes a split second.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Okay, that is the worst outcome for that. That's okay. Still looking for a property,
Cast aside your dextroments!
which is none of these. I don't need that upgrade. That is bait right now. And none of these are property. Okay.
I feel like you're not being fully present with me.
Medium items. There are medium properties, although they are
Take
more
your
rare.
turn. I'm pretty laid back.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this right here because that will give me scaling, whereas the other one is buy sell. And I think this will help me win today's fight at least, but maybe not more. Alright. I thought it glitched. I thought I was gonna have to quit to the menu for a second.
Are you sure? Noticed? I'm huge.
My fight isn't with you. Let it be
Alright,
said.
so this is a 1-win Vanessa. They won their first day. I'm like, oh, what day is it? Oh, it's only the second day. They will do a fair amount of damage here, but they don't have a lot of sustain, so if I can
Landlords
survive,
make
I
you
didn't.
predictable. You
If
move
I
in
survived that,
straight
I
lines.
probably would have won, but I didn't.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
I'll take loot just in case I get a burn, or cooldown is great too. I'm just gonna take the free item right now because I want to save my gold for finding a property.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
Okay. There's not really much value here because there's no longer an XP reward for some of these stronger fights. So I'm just going to take the easy win and
dark arts.
hopefully I get the XP. Or I don't think I need anything else here. I think having another healer regen item, if I'm not finding a property yet, would be helpful. It would make my weapon scale a lot quicker. Okay, got the XP, so got the best case scenario out of that one.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
I'll take that
Toss
upgrade.
that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
Perfect. Got a property. So now this says multicast.
Really gonna enjoy that.
Property to the left of this says double value in combat. I'll get there eventually. I'm not there right now. Economics seminar. This is really good, but I don't think I have the gold for it. Or, well, I can do the free option here. Yeah, economic item or skill. That's not great.
It's all about motivation, you gotta know what you're fighting for.
Upgrade a bronze item. Or get a skill. I don't know what I would upgrade here, because I don't think either of these are going to be here long term.
You might prefer our Gentis training.
Maybe I should have done it for that, but...
You picked that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
I would... I don't know, I might lose this still. It's...
Boring!
Go ahead.
I got the multicast by getting the property, but the property I got doesn't do anything yet. And... my weapons are going to scale, but it's not quick. And my heal's okay, but not super strong. But they don't seem to have a lot of damage scaling, actually, so I think I should
You've
win.
got talent. You should put
No
it
status
forth
effects,
nobly.
no damage scaling, wide weapon build. Kinda got lucky there. They did not have great shops. But I will take the win where I can get it, especially early with Big.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
Okay, over here. Any property I think is good for me right now. And then if I'm going to be selling something, I want to sell it into value, because that'll give me more gold. Sell this. This isn't great, but it's better.
How about this leather we're... Oh, underneath it.
Okay.
We scorch like the desert sun.
Okay. So still not that great, but just getting another property out here gives me another multicast on the bird.
To be a dervish.
So now every 4.7 seconds, it does 30 heal times 3, but also 5 burn times 3. So every 4.7 seconds, it's doing 90 heal and 15 burn, which for day 4 is not bad. That you'll get the chance to use that at least a couple of times. I think actually I am going to go for health here. And then here, if I can find... Yeah, I did not get it. I was looking for... Actually, I'm going to roll for it because I think it's worth it. The knee brace? No knee brace. Great. Extra 5 heal on you. Okay.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that bundle.
Now this is interesting actually. I do have a decent setup for this. Let me try this.
Louis, now that's a bargain.
And I think I want to get as much cooldown reduction as possible, even if it costs me.
Wait for you.
Yeah, I haven't really done the shield build, but I actually have a decent setup for it here. If I can get another shield item over here.
Elder could see me now.
Your shield items have plus shield equal to 2 times your level? Sure, I will. I'll shield max right now.
Sing it to Orne, but I'll keep you as long as...
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
So basically what this does is, this item over here, the Lion Scraper, is your shield items have plus shield equal to this item's value. Next to it is the balcony, so the property to the left of it is double value in combat. And then over here on the right is the Crusher Claw, which deals damage equal to the highest shield value of items that you have. So, basically, those two work really, really well. And if I get another shield item and
Bring
can
her
value
out.
scale it
I've got
somehow,
another salvo with me.
and can get a really big shield while reducing the cooldown on this, I can get to a point where I can have, you know, maybe however many thousand amount of shield, and then the time that this attacks, it would be kind of a one-hit kill. I've seen that build a bunch. I've never done it because I only unlocked Pig the other day, but it is a really powerful one. I think now I'm probably going to skip Curio. I'm just going to get a weapon because it's a free item for me to sell. And let's see. Extra gold. Huh. Yeah, I guess this would be good if I get this skill. The Petrifying Gaze, the first time you fall below half health, freeze all enemy items. That would buy me more time. And the nice thing about this item is it doesn't actually matter what my shield is at during the fight, it just matters what my shield value is. So if I have the two of them, it doesn't necessarily matter how much damage I've taken during the fight, I just have to be able to enter the fight with the maxed out shield value in some way. I don't have a poison item now, I might eventually, not a bad skill. And then I'm gonna upgrade this. I don't think the cooldown will get less, but maybe. So no, the cooldown doesn't, but every time it goes off, it will give me an extra amount of shield. Get a property. I will take in a property. Thank you. Money tree is a good property. At minimum, good to have in the bag. I'll take a loot item. I don't have poison. Okay. Things that I'm looking for are rewards card, which lets me scale value. I'm looking for a medium shield item, ideally one that's a property, but doesn't need to be. Or one that has some kind of value scaling in it. I'm looking for an upgrade for this. I think those are the main things I'm looking for right now.
Next time, boys.
Okay, that was
Less
really
blunder,
close.
more plunder.
But hey, that puts me at 4 wins in 5 days. So, surviving the early game with Pig is actually a big part of it, because the late game is where it gets messy. And Pig has a lot of large items, so I definitely want to take a look at those. Okay, so your shield items have plus shield equal to this item's value, and then this shield equal to 2 times this item's value. The thing is, I don't know if that would fit. But I think, again, it's something that it's worth having in the bag. It gives me options, at least. And then I'm gonna go for a shield item here. This is not one that I think I need to use. Although I am curious what that looks like on the board. I don't think so. And again, I'm just going to take an easy fight. I don't think I beat the hardest fight there, so I'm just going to make sure that I lock in the XP. It's gotten a lot harder to get XP in this last patch, which I understand why they're doing it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I get it. So I think I'm okay with just kind of making sure that I get it where I can get it so I can level up quicker, because when you lose fights, you kind of fall back. The fights against the CPU, you kind of fall back and you're leveling up, and that means you might be getting your let me crit that so that actually no, I don't want to crit that, I want to crit this, because if you fall behind then you might not get your enchantments on the schedule and then you're going to be in a tough spot. I'll take an item here. That's not going to do anything for me. Any haste or freeze charge? I don't do either of those. I think I'll take the extra fight here. Yeah, that's a good fight. Hopefully I can get this, the salamander pup, so I can sell this into here and get more burn on this. If not, I don't know, the gold is okay. Everything else doesn't really do too much for me. Okay.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice. Now that's giving up the business!
To upgrade a silver or tier item, it has to be this.
That's a fine piece. But the fire softens before it strengthens.
Okay. No, that wouldn't work. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Alright, so going up against a Mac, the thing I don't really want to see is like a poison regen Mac. Like a weapons Mac. Yeah, this is kind of like a slow poison regen with a drill, so yeah, this is a bit of a mess. Not ideal.
There is always a price for knowledge.
This build having the drill, because it has a ton of slow and it has a ton of poison and a bunch of regen, having that with the drill, which is a dually item, is a crazy get. That person, as long as they play everything right, will likely be getting a 10-piece. That is a nice build. I work at the docks to get some coin. I will take a shield item. I don't need that shield item, but I do want shield items. Okay, let me sell that. Okay, and I'm looking at this fight here. No, I think against the computer I still have to keep it like this. I was thinking about finding some way to put this out so I would have 2 shield items. But I think it's still early for that. Also, I think this might actually just be for one item, not combined. Which, if so, that would kind of suck. I would be slightly disappointed by that, but it is what it is. Alright. Honestly, this half over here isn't even that bad. And as long as I do a lot of buy-sell, I actually do have decent scaling here.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Okay, sell that, sell that. Sure, let me just sell these as well. Because every 10 items I sell, this is going to gain 10 value. So now in the fight, this is going to be 54 extra shield on that. Shield skills, sure.
Some say I hide behind my shield. But victory is victory. I won a lot of medals in the Thornus War, you know.
Okay. Slow items, I don't think that does anything for me. Do I have any bronze I want to upgrade? Not really. Small weapon, sure. Let me just sell that. And then yeah, actually I think chocolate bars might not be the worst. I don't know if I need that. Sure, I will pay for the chocolate bars. And
My people.
alright, Tuscan, let's see what you got.
My fight isn't with
Vanessa, 1 loss, they are on 5 wins. Definitely a weapon Vanessa. I don't really see damage scaling, but I could be wrong. Now, they are fast weapon Vanessa though, so
all cannon, no ball.
yeah. That was kind of what I was worried about, that they would be able to get the damage in before my shield went back up again. Property items, yes please. I've got a lot of gold too, which is great.
The real treasure of the bazaar is the land.
Heal items have plus heal equal to this item's value. You have plus regen equal to this item's value. If I take this, I basically move away from everything that I was doing over here. And this is going much more in on the bird build. Let me buy that and take a look at this next option here. No. I do think that the build that I have here with the shield and the crusher claw, I think it's a nice build, but I just don't think I have what I need for it. And I think I do have what I need for a pretty decent build. I think I've got to do it, unfortunately. You'll equal to double this item's value. I need to have more value. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Sure, I'm gonna try this in a fight, and let me see if I can find a small item that makes sense. I will buy that actually, that's expensive, but that will be good for this later. I'm gonna see if I can get some more cooldown reduction here. The reason I did this is because this just makes the bird a lot stronger. And I think I'm gonna go back to my original thing, which was just let me scale that up as much as possible and go from there. Here, I mean, the crit chance would be fine. I think I really do just want the feather to reduce cooldown, but if I get something else, I'm fine with that.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Okay, that's not really what I was looking for.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what
That's
you're
good,
fighting
that's
for.
good. I'll take a loot item. I don't have poison. Okay, let me sell that. Health and shield items. A health item would be nice. Oh, shielded subscraper. Heal equal to 4 times the value of your items. Shield equal to this item's heal. That's crazy. That's so good. Wait, this is actually really good. Is it? Is this bait? There's no way this is bait. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. This might be stupid, but I'm doing it. I think I'm gonna sell that as well. Okay, so heal equal to 4 times the value of your items combined. That's great. But then the social shield's equal to that item's heal, which is great. And then at the start of each fight, your other items gain value equal to this item's value for the fight. So this, which is your heal items have plus heal equal to this item's value, is going to gain value. When this gains value, then the bird is going to gain heal equal to the gain value of this. And that means I need a balcony next to you. Okay. So I've got healed, I've got shield, it's pretty fast, and I have an idea of ways that I can improve this more.
My dreams are too big for you to steal. Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
Okay, yeah, this is great. Because now this is every 5.7 seconds, this is, or every 5 seconds, I think they have bonk. Yeah. So every 5 seconds, this is doing 1,000 plus healed and 1,000 plus shield. But I think I might lose to this scaling pig here. Yeah, unfortunately.
I bet. You can.
But having an enchantment on this might be pretty good. Do I want to do damage? I don't have anything that limits my damage. So this would probably do damage equal to its heal. It's kind of slow though. I'd rather have a status effect, but I don't want to get stuck with something like heavy. I'm just going to take the damage.
Thrive under pressure.
Okay. And I am on my last life now, which is not ideal.
With no weapons?
And I don't have a lot of gold
Leave
either.
with big bargains.
What I do have is this, which I can sell. Yes. I can do that so I can upgrade this to diamond.
I can feel our energies resonating.
Okay. No. No. Okay. Medkit actually would be great. Medkit on the bird. And then here I'm gonna go to the roaming isle because I think this might have something like a small heal item that would be a good fit for me. Although I don't have any aquatic items, so I don't think that would work. But this could work. This go when you heal, charge a shield item, and then also these over here. So the skills are good. The tropical island is good. Econ just gives you an item every hour. And yeah, so now the bird is at 189 heal and 20 burn with the multicast of 4 every 4.6 seconds. So that's gotten a lot better. Leftmost heal item has 20 heal. I'm putting that onto the bird. Enchant an item with shield effects. I don't have an item to enchant right now, unfortunately. What happens if I enchant balcony? Give me a second. Okay, so deadly will give the property next to a crit chance. Fiery when you use the property to the left of this burn. Property to the left has triple value in combat instead. Slow. Okay, so it's a lot of when you use the thing to the left. I'm gonna go random, and so I think the shield would have only been 20. I'm gonna go random. Let me see what this is. Okay, it's burn. So when you use the property to the left, burn 3. And I want the fastest property there. No, I want the highest value property there. Okay, perfect. Trade health for a power. Let me see.
Do you feel his flames whispering, calling you?
Lose 300 health to get 25 regen. Or lose 10% health, so 300 health to get 25 regen. Sure. Now I think what I'm looking for is a small item.
Some sales. Need to move some inventory.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this in the bag, and then let me see if I can find a small item. I do not. But this might be crazy, but I think I'm gonna do this.
Then think you have the coin.
You there. Okay. And then sure, I'll keep that there for now. Okay, so going up against Vanessa on their last life, they only have 3 wins, but then again, I am a pig on my last life with only 4 wins, so I shouldn't be talking all high and mighty. I actually do have a pretty decent board here, but if I get a bad matchup, I might be in trouble. So this is a hasted poison. Vanessa, I think I should be okay.
Defeat does not defeat
Okay, I'll
me.
take the W. Their damage scaling was what scared me. It charges every time you poison, freeze, burn, or charge, and they were doing a lot of poisoning and burning, so I was a little nervous there. Okay, I am still looking for a small item to pop into here. Actually, that could be entertaining. Let me put this right there. It's actually pretty strong. At the start of each fight, your other items gain value equal to this item's value for the fight. So I actually do want to be making your value stronger too. Stained glass. When you win a fight with stained glass window in play, your properties in play gain 5 value. When you lose, permanently destroy it. No, I don't want that. Diamond tier items or region or chocolate bars. I need to take the chocolate bars. I just need to sell stuff. Okay, sell. And I'll go with the veteran octopus. There's a slight chance I lose this. They buffed this guy recently, so I think his kind of first wave of attacks puts out like 2,000 to 3,000 damage, and I'm kind of right on that edge. I think my shield and my regen is going to keep me alive though. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty strong.
Jabalians are pacifists.
That's funny.
The joy of morn.
Shield skills, no. I'll go unique. Let me see if there's, like, your items. +2 income for each property you have, including stash. I have those. When you use a tool heal, when you buy a property, you permanently gain. I'm not going to be buying a lot of properties. Extra income. When I have 3 properties, so that's +6 income. Let me sell this too. I don't need that. I think I can do better. Properties have +10% crit chance. That's not bad. I'll take the crit chance. It's not much, but it's something. Economic items.
Hello, my friend.
I'm really looking for a rewards card right now. That's okay.
I don't succeed unless my clients succeed.
That's okay.
And I am very successful.
And then, yeah, I want that. Okay. I'll take a free loot item. And do I want XP or do I want cooldown reduction? I think I want cooldown reduction on the bird. Everything else is sustained, but that's doing the most status effects, so perfect. And then I want this actually to go on to you, because you're gonna, the more value you have, the more everything else will have, and this one already has value scaling from just selling items. So I think I can sell that too now, by the way. Okay, so it's 2 5-wind pigs going up against each other. So, Jesselk, let's see how we do. And let me see. So lots of regen, some healing. It's interesting. I think I win this one. I could be wrong, but I think I win this one. Okay, so that does double their reach, and that does make it a bit more difficult. I don't know, this might actually... I think I win because they don't have shields, so as the sandstorm takes their health away, the sandstorm has to go through my shield first, and while they have really high regen, I have like 12,000, 11,000 shield right now, and had higher during the fight, so I think this is an easy win for me, because my HP isn't being affected at all, whereas they constantly have to regen and don't have any shield. Or not much, at least. Perfect. Nice sustained wind against a very similar matchup, actually, so that's encouraging. So I think the things I'm most susceptible right now is to something that attacks really quickly with a lot of damage, but I mean, I think that's true for anyone playing this game. And...
Size dilutes the brain.
rewards card, amazing.
You want to buy that? I mean,
It's
excellent choice.
a little expensive. Silver items? Ooh, upgrade for the bird, that's great. And then... let me buy
You're a
this.
smart one for your size.
Okay, move this over. Move this over. Move this over there. Move everything over one more. And put that right there.
Fire's
Sell
remorse
this.
never be remorseless.
The bazaar's a crazy place, right? Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye. I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase. Do you have to leave already? Now, if that doesn't work out for you, I'm back for a refund.
Okay. And then bring this here. I think this will be a good test because this guy, the Property Baron, actually is exactly that. He does a fair amount of damage pretty quickly, especially if you can't punch through his shield. Or actually, no, this isn't the shield one. This is the one where he just has the skyscraper, so... yeah, if I can survive this, then I think I'm in a pretty good spot. And I do think I survive it pretty comfortably, actually. Okay. Might take a second, but there we go. Easy dub. Deal damage equal to 3 times the value of your items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need to think about this. So, skyscraper. Deal damage equal to 3 times the value of your items. So, you also would have multicast because I have 5 or fewer items in play. So you would be doing... this is going to double as well. Which means this... huh. I'm going to take a loot item here. Okay. That doesn't really do anything for me, but the selling of an item helps. And then let me move this here. deal damage equal to 3 times the value of your items. This has double value in combat. And then this also gives this double value in combat. Interesting.
I will allow you to admire my collection. Zosima says owning less will unburden me. I am testing the theory.
I think that's bait. I could be wrong, but I do think that's bait.
I know you will use that against me. That is, you will try.
Reward the peaceful, punish the... You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Yeah, I think it's bait. I think I already have damage, so...
Use that.
And I could use the, That was stupid. I thought I got gold, spare change when I sold that. I did not.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
7, 8, 9. I would still need to sell one more item. I would not be able to sell one more item. Unless I sold this, which, honestly, not the worst.
Your aura guided me to what you needed. I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
Okay. Let's see. Got a dually, and they are on 7 wins. They are not on their last life, so they probably won early but lost recently.
You do see
What do we think of drill dually? Not a drill dually. They're a friend dually though, so they're going to be going pretty quickly, and this guy charges as well. But I don't think his damage scales, so I think I'm okay. I could be wrong, but I think with my regen and everything else, I think I'm okay. Yeah, they just don't have any scaling. If this build had scaling, it would be pretty nasty, but I think because they don't have any scaling, I beat them on the sustain. It's also just because I have a fair amount of regen. If that fight went much longer, which it didn't, but if it did go much longer, there... And also, if they just put out more burn, then I would have been pretty screwed. They have conflagration? Yeah, if they had the conflagration skill where when you use a burn item, gain plus X burn, 1, 2, 3, etc. for the level of it, that would have been a nasty build. Fortunately, they did not. You are going to go here.
I would spar with you, but...
Okay. Okay.
You'll be back with bruises.
Okay.
I mean, welcome to my business.
That's kind of
Where's
perfect
Mitchworth?
right now.
Oh, did he see me close a deal? Oh no. It's so
I need to sell another 5 items. I don't think I'm going to do that before the next fight. Here, I don't like this guy because he freezes me a lot, which will mess up my combo. I'm just going to go this one. I think at this point I don't really need to like worry as much about like XP maxing or anything. I just need to sell as many items as possible And just go to as many shops as possible so I get the shops going from this.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice. If you're not growing,
Let me see, what do I upgrade here? I guess I upgrade the subscraper.
Well,
Is it going to be 6 times the value of my items, or 8 times? Is it? 6 times. So it went from heal equal to 4 times the value of your items to heal equal to 6 times the value of your items. That's great, thank you. You know what else is great? Gumballs. Gumballs are really great for me right now. Put that right there. And buy another 5 gumballs. I think I have to take the toxic enchantment on the crystal bonsai. I don't have any poison, and now I have a lot of poison, so, and it's on a pretty quick item, so. Alright, going up against Draco, which is a 8-win pig who hasn't lost recently. Lost a little bit early, compared to me where I'm at 7 wins on my last life. I'm gonna put out a lot of burn, but not that quickly actually. Well, maybe. Or might be cooked here. I might be mega cooked here. We'll see though, actually. Yeah.
was invigorating.
I didn't really do anything to them. They had so much regen. Okay. Turbo Rice Baller, burn 20. This is +1 multicast for each item you have in play with value over 10. That is a crazy item. Especially for pig. I would have had multicast on that. Freeze adjacent items, reduce the cooldown of adjacent items by 2 seconds, so that makes everything go faster. Burn. Gain regen equal to 5%, burn equal to this item's regen. So this actually, how did that go so fast? Oh, juggler, when you use a small item, charge a large item. So all are small items. Great build. So, on that note, that's the Bazaar. Looks like I'm hard stuck at 7 wins. I'm kidding, I've gotten 110 with pig. But this was a pretty fun build. I feel like this is much more like in the direction of where late game pig ends up. I just got a bad matchup. I hadn't saved my life at the beginning, so that means that when I got a bad matchup, I ended up losing. But it was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed.